Hello and welcome. My name is Dylan, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how crappy possibly your game looks. When I first loaded into Vanguard, I clicked the option to import my settings from Warzone, and I figured that that would import all of my settings, but apparently it did not import graphic settings. So you'll have to actually go through and customize and change your graphic settings yourself. So if you're getting low frames, if your computer is having a very hard time, you're gonna have to go through and lower all of your settings. I'm gonna lower them all a ton and test it all out a bit. But one thing I noticed here was that the game looked terrible. Like all of the settings were high, but the game looked really bad. And the reason for that is that my render resolution was locked because I had some settings on that I'm going to talk about in a second, but it was locked at like 60 or 70% render resolution when what you want is 100% render resolution. This was an issue in Warzone where sometimes when you would log in, your render resolution would go down to 66% or 66 value when you need it to be 100 for it to actually look good. So your game would look absolutely terrible no matter what your graphic settings were. So the reason that the render resolution was locked, it says that the render resolution is locked because Fidelity FX Super Resolution 1.0 is turned on if we look over here on the right. But that's not actually turned on in my settings. So I was like, what the hell? How does this work? Because if we look, here's the option here, Fidelity FX Super Resolution 1.0, and it says that it's currently off, right? But the thing up there said it was locked because of this. So what you can do if you do want to use this Fidelity Super Resolution 1.0 and its requisite settings here, or if you want to use NVIDIA DLS, what you can do is, so I have this off, the Fidelity FX off, but if I go here to my NVIDIA DLS, I have it currently set to performance. So if I turn it to off, I apply the setting, and then I go all the way up to the top here, we can see that I can now change my render resolution to whatever value I would like, with the maximum being 200. I highly recommend that you use 100. 200 would be very hard on your PC, but you can go through and change the value here. Now, we go through and change the value, we click apply settings, so I'm on 100. And then if we go down to the bottom here again, we can then go ahead and choose one of these and turn them on. So there's a bunch of different settings here for the Fidelity FX. So we'll just choose performance and we will apply that setting. Now, if we go up to the top again, we can see that our render resolution is locked, but it's locked at 100. So this is going to make your game look a million times better if your game was looking really bad, and it will allow you to also turn down graphic settings and have your game still look decent. So I hope this video helped. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody.